Cleveland Clinic is pulling its 2018 Florida fundraising gala from Mar-a-Lago, President Trump's Palm Beach Club, according to the Plain Dealer. Cleveland Clinic's CEO, Toby Cosgrove, was a member of Trump's Strategic and Policy Council, which made the decision to disband minutes before Trump dissolved both of his business advisory councils with a tweet. The statement: after careful consideration, Cleveland Clinic has decided that it will not hold a Florida fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago in 2018. We thank the staff of Mar-a-Lago for their service over the years. Why it matters. It's another rejection for Trump from the business community following his controversial remarks on Charlottesville. Go deeper with Mike Allen's list of who else Trump has alienated. Robert Kuttner, co-editor of left-wing publication American Prospect, opened up Thursday to The Washington Post about his unexpected interview with Steve Bannon Tuesday, saying he was stunned. He was astonishingly dismissive of his boss' view of saber-rattling, and he was quite cavalier in saying things that were quite at odds with the presumed administration line. The most astonishing thing of all is that Bannon first claimed the interview was a misunderstanding, saying I didn't realize this was on the record. Now he's saying he did this deliberately to help the president out by diverting attention from all the stuff that's going on in the aftermath of Charlottesville. I think you can attribute this to hubris in the sense that, if you are so full of yourself, your judgment starts faltering. This was like a stream of consciousness. Go deeper. Axios' Jonathan Swan on the Bannon surprise potential problems. 3 separate currencies could spur a debate over which currency is understood as the true Bitcoin. And juggling 3 cryptocurrencies could also lead to one dying out. The idea for the new version dates back to May, when Bitmain, the largest Bitcoin infrastructure company in the world, and Bitcoin developer Jeff Garzik got together and signed the New York Agreement, under which they agreed to adhere to a certain block size increase 2 megabytes alongside segregated witnesses. They call it the SegWit 2X, and it's expected to be launched at some point in November. A breakdown of the 3 cryptocurrencies is featured in Motherboard. Bitcoin 1 megabyte block segregated witnesses, Bitcoin Cash 8 megabyte blocks no segregated witnesses, SegWit 2X New York Agreement 2 megabyte block segregated witnesses. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services announced today that it has struck a deal with Mylan to reclassify the EpiPen, which will save the Medicaid program hundreds of millions of dollars. Context: part of last year's controversy over the price of EpiPens included the device's classification under the Medicaid program. It was classified as a generic rather than a brand-name drug, meaning it paid less in rebates to the program. The agreement: Mylan will reclassify the EpiPen as a brand-name drug, which will recalculate the amount it pays to the program in rebates starting retroactively in April 2017. A good thing to know: Facebook only lets mid-roll ads that show up in the middle of a video on the Facebook news feed, not pre-roll, because Facebook is built for video discovery, and people are less likely to discover new videos if there's a pre-roll an ad before the video starts. But off-platform, where people are committed to longer videos and would be willing to watch an ad to get to their content, pre-roll ads make sense. You can buy pre-roll or mid-roll ads off of Facebook with this new update. How it works: when Facebook catches a video link with fake play buttons or a long, static image instead of an actual video, they'll be pulling them further down in the feed using a technique called motion scoring. Facebook built a proprietary system using machine learning to identify what these fake misleading videos look like so they can automatically downrank them in the feed. According to Mara, Facebook won't notify spammy publishers when they're being targeted, so as to avoid giving them information to be able to game the system even further. Why don't they just remove these posts? The reason Facebook would remove posts is if they violate community standards. These posts don't necessarily violate standards, but they distrust the consumer experience. We see category of publishers on Facebook not interested in building a category of readers and will do whatever tactic get them to a low-quality web experience, says Mara. Facebook's hoping the new motion scoring technique will solve for that. Context: e-commerce sales were up 63%, compared to 29% growth the previous quarter following Walmart's acquisition of internet retailer Jet. Plus, as CNBC's Lauren Thomas writes, these days, Walmart and Amazon.com are neck and neck on pricing. What to watch? Walmart's retail rival, Target, had a report recently that topped expectations in digital sales growth. In a series of 3 tweets over 14 minutes this morning, President Trump doubled down on his controversial rhetoric from his Tuesday press conference, calling the removal of Confederate statues a contributing factor to the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart. In a string of tweets, Sen. Lindsey Graham told President Trump that he needs to fix this because history is watching us all after Trump accused him this morning of putting forth a disgusting lie regarding Trump's response to the violence in Charlottesville. Worth checking out Mike Allen and Jim Vandehei on Trump's 7 months of self-destruction.